right, y'all, it's me again, the Rock Doctor. And today we're going to continue talking about how to get a bunch of mileage out of those 4 essential licks. In the past series of videos, we dealt with how to get a blues sound with the A pentatonic scale. This guy at the 5th fret. Watch the other videos. I'm not going to outline every single thing today, but here we go. Look. That guy! For a song in A, it sounds bluesy. Here's the blues version. Alright, clean sound again. But today, I want to talk about how you can use that same scale in the 5th position to cover a song in C, and you'll get more of a major sound, a major tonality. It almost sounds like, what can I use as an example? Old country sounds that way. The beginning of Paradise City, which that's in the key of G, but that whole slash thing, that sound. That's the major pentatonic. The funny thing about this major and minor pentatonic is this, look. This 5th fret pentatonic is A minor, which gives you the bluesy sound. Doesn't matter what the chords are. The chords don't have to be A minor. They can be A, A7. But anything in A. If you play at the 5th fret, you get the blues sound. Well, it turns out for a song in C, the same scale works. So this is not only the A minor pentatonic scale, it's also C major. Same notes. Holy crap. So, today what I'm going to talk about is how to take those original 4 essential licks and tweeze them up just a little bit to fit a song in C. Now here's what I cooked up. I made my own backing track. That was a miracle in and of itself because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I've got a Studio One software deal here, and I put a basic backing track of my own down so no one comes after me and, you know, hey, you can't use my backing track in your video. I'll sue your pants off. So anyway, so I did it. The backing track itself, it's just 4 measures long. Take a look. Got a measure of C, a measure of G, a measure of A minor, and a measure of F. And it sounds kind of like, well, here, let me just play it for a sec. Hold on. So there's 4 measures. Let me let it play, and I'll point. Okay, check it out. Here we go, look. C, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4. A minor, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, 3, 4. Okay, shut it off. All right, now, what the hell are we going to do? Well, the way I'm going to structure this is each of those 4 pentatonic licks, the essential licks that I started with, are designed to fit 2 measures here. So the lick will last, essentially the lick will last 4 beats, and then the last note will tie in with the second chord, in this case G. And take a look at this. For the G note, I'm going to target a couple of notes that fit a G chord. That green dot there, that is a G note. The other green dot is a D note. That's a chord tone of G. Now, you don't have to know a bunch of theory about, you know, triads, 1, 3, 5 chord structure and all that. You don't have to know that. You just have to know how to find your notes and look at a chord. Look at a G chord. So one of your goals should be able to look at a basic chord and know what the hell notes are in there, okay? Like, look at this G. The cowboy G. Look what I got. G, B, D, open G, open B, and a G note here. So those are the notes that are safe to end on. I picked the two notes that I think are safest for now, for your ears, G or D. The green dots. So whenever I play a lick over this section, the last note's going to be one of these green guys. All right. Now when we come over here, A minor to F, another 2 measure phrase. The lick actually lasts 4 beats, and the last note is going to be a chord tone of F. And I'm going to use that C note right there. What else can I tell you? This note comes into play on lick number 1, which was this, if you remember. From the beginning, way back in the beginning, I just did a whole step bend on the 8th fret of the B string. That guy, okay? That's 8th fret, that's the G note. I bend it up to an A. So, I'm going to be bending that note and making it fit all this stuff too. So, let me take the licks one at a time. So, lick number 1 originally was the B string 8th fret. You know, the bend, 2 fingers push it up. The index finger covers the G string. I'm palm muting the rest of the strings. Watch the other videos for that. I push it up a whole step. I have to do something to it to make it fit the G. So let me demonstrate this. I'll probably do the G, and then I'll do something with it to make it fit the F too. So I'll cover the whole thing with that lick number 1 for now, as an example. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go back over clean for a sec. Okay, turning it on. Here it is.
Here it comes again. I resolved it to the G. Now take this one out. I take it back up to hit the F. Now let me stop.
So, I bent the note up. It's not a chord tone for C. And then I resolved it to hit the G, but it sounds nice. Then for the A minor to F, I push it up again. No, I normally don't connect the two, but you could. This is just for, learning purposes that I would put the same lick together twice. But, so for A minor, I bent the note up, G, and it is an A. And I wanted to do something other than leave it static, so I did this. Something like that. So, let me play it again. Okay, here we go. Okay, here's the first one. Now I'm going to do it again here. So what I did for that second one was, I bent it up. I think that was 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. There's that one. So there's how I would use lick number 1 to cover those two. All right. Let's go to lick number 2, which in the original series was this. Sometimes I phrase it this way. Sometimes I phrase it this way. Okay, well we can use that lick for these two chord patterns as well. For the G, I'm going to end up with this. I like it on that D note. It's a chord tone for G. So what did I do there? On the bottom string, I pulled off from 8 to 5. B string, same thing, 8 to 5, pull off. G string, I pulled off from 8 to 7 to 5. Then I ended up on 7 on the G, that's our D note. And the phrasing I think I'm using this is this. 1 E and the 2 and the 3, 4. Yeah, 1 E and the 2 and the 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah. 1 E and the 2 and the 3, 4. Yep. All right. Now, for the F, I'm going to do it this way. 1 E and the 2 and the 3, 4, 1. There it is. So now let me demonstrate those two. Okay. Turn off the crunch. Okay, here we go. 2, 3, 4. Again. All right, now let me do it another way. Let me play it faster. All right, so that would be 16th notes. 1 E and a 2 E and a. Yep. 1 E and a 2 E and a. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a. 1, 2, 3. Same thing, different phrasing. Okay, here's that. Yeah. Okay, here it comes. Oh, I screwed it up. Here it comes again. Oh, how do you like that? Okay, here we go. One more. Let me pause that and explain it. Alright, here's what I did. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4. That one fit the G. Again. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4. And then for the F I went 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Here that is with crunch again. That's the one for G. The one for F. A couple more notes I had. Let's talk about that. So for the first one, C to G, I went like this. Bottom string, that's basically the first, second lick of our series. So I did this. 8-5 on the E. 8-5 on the B, pull off. G string, pull off. 8-7-5. Then I hammered up here or picked 7 on the D. And then I played 5-7-5 on the G. Actually, 5-7-7, sorry, for the G. Let me do it again. Okay. 8-5 pull off on the bottom string. 8-5 pull off on the B. 8-7-5 on the G. Then 7 on the D. And then I finished off with 5-7-7. I wanted to end up on that D note. Okay, so there's that one. To go from A minor to F, I'm going to end on the C, so I ended up with this. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. Okay, now let me talk about that one again. So 8-5 on the bottom, 8-5 on the B, 8-7-5 on the G, then 7 on the D, and then 5-7-5. There that is. Now let me demonstrate it again. Okay, here it goes. First one. D note for the G chord. One more time. Now here comes A minor to F. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's that one. All right, now let's go over here to lick number 3 from the original series, which was this. Now, I'm going to modify that so that it fits this G chord, and I'm going to do it like this. That's this guy. G note. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. A minor to F, I'm going to end up here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's talk about those two. Let me clean them up. Okay. Lick number 3 to resolve here to the G chord was this. So here's what I played. Top string, 3 hammer to 5. Next string, A string, 3 hammer to 5. Slide to 7. Then go over to the D string and it's 5-7-5. And that's a G note. All right, to go from A minor to F, I have this. So I just carried it over one more note. So it's almost identical to the original lick number 3. All right, here we have it. On the top string, 3 hammer to 5. A string, 3 hammer to 5. Slide to 7. D string, 5, 7, and then 7 on the G. Okay, now let me play those along with the track again. Here we go. got one lick left. The original lick from my 4 essential licks number 4 was this. Well, we're going to do something like that for the G. Let's see, what was I going to do? There it is. So I went 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. So if I break that apart, I just bent the G string 7th fret 3 times, released it, pulled it off to 5 on the G, and then I resolved it back to 7. A D note, which is a chord tone for G. Now, to resolve it to the F, what am I going to do? Okay, see what I did there? Okay, here's what I did. I resolved it on this guy, C note, but here's what I did. Sounds like Thin Lizzy or something. All right, so here's what I had. To resolve to the F chord, I had the 7th fret bent on the G string. 1, 2, 3. Release it, pull it off to 5. I hammered next door. You can also pick this note on the D string 7. And then I resolved it back to the 5th fret of the G string. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3. Now here that is with the track, both of those. Okay, here goes nothing. Right there. And then right there, we do it again. C4, C note, F. C note. So basically, you can take those 4 licks and steer them to where you need them to sound good, to resolve to the chord that's happening at the time. So the whole gist of this again is you've got a lick that's moving, the notes are moving for the first 4 beats, and then it resolves at the end and breathes. Pretty typical technique. I do it every time. It's a good series of licks to learn. It's nice to have a little bit of space and let things breathe. Sometimes, you know, if it's a fast tempo tune and you want to shred, you fill it up with notes, that's fine too. But that's not what this is about. This is about learning some simple meat and potatoes licks where you can survive a gig and sound like a professional and not sound like a dummy. Okay. So again, recapping, the A pentatonic scale sounds bluesy in the key of A. But it's also C major pentatonic. So the way I teach my kids to keep this straight in their heads is very simple. If you think about the shape, the note on the 6th string that your first finger plays, the A note, tells you what minor sound or bluesy sound you have if you match that up with whatever key the song is in. So if you're in A, you find the A, and if you play there, you've got A blues. Now, the note that your 3rd finger plays, the 2nd note on the low string, the C note, tells you what key you can use this scale shape to get a major sound. It's simple. So, bluesy sound over A note. Major sound over a song in C note. It's simple. Shouldn't be hard. All right, guys. I guess that's it for today. Don't forget, I'm the Rock Doctor. Like, subscribe, and share. I love you. I'll see you later.